So I guess I've reached the point in my life where I'm considering flying all the way to Sweden to pay actual money to sleep in a freezer, because this is ICEHOTEL in Sweden, and I need to do this. I don't know if I'll necessarily enjoy it, but I just need to know. Because every winter, they basically take a shitload of ice and snow and build an entire hotel out of it. The walls, the furniture, the artwork, the bed, made of ice. Now, there is a mattress on top of the bed, so they're not just throwing your ass directly onto a frozen slab like a salmon at Costco. And they give you these heavy-duty sleeping bags that are actually made for this kind of cold. But the room itself stays around 23 degrees Fahrenheit. 23 for sleeping voluntarily. I keep my house at 68, and I still wake up pissed when one foot escapes the blanket. So look at the rooms. Every year, artists come from all over the world and create completely different suites out of ice and snow. They're carving sculptures into the walls, building these insane frozen installations, making entire rooms that basically function as a temporary art exhibit. And then spring comes and it melts. I'd be so fucking pissed if I worked so hard and then it just melts away. So when spring comes, it melts, and a huge part of it eventually returns to the Torne River. The next winter, they build it again. There's different artists, different rooms, and completely different designs. Although they now also have ICEHOTEL 365, which stays frozen year-round using solar-powered refrigeration. Because somebody finally realized people might want to freeze their ass off in July, too. And if I go, I'm definitely staying in the cold room. You can stay in a normal, warm room there as well. Absolutely not. I'm not flying across the Atlantic, traveling north of the Arctic Circle, arriving at a hotel made of fucking ice, and then sleeping in drywall. I came here to make bad decisions. Put me in the freezer. Apparently before bed, they give you instructions on how to sleep in the cold, what to wear, and how to use a sleeping bag, which is reassuring but also a little concerning. Because I've stayed at a lot of hotels in my life, and never once has someone had to give me a safety briefing on how to survive the fucking bedroom. And in the morning, they wake you up with a hot drink, which feels less like hotel service and more like they're checking to make sure you're not dead and you made it through the night. And the whole thing is in this tiny village in Swedish Lapland. It's about 200 kilometers north of the Arctic Circle. So depending on when you visit, you've also got snow everywhere, reindeer, dog sledding, and potentially the northern lights. Basically every winter fantasy I've ever had, except I'm sleeping at the same temperature I keep frozen peas. So ICEHOTEL is officially on the bucket list. I need one night in the ice room just to say I fucking did it. Will I complain the entire time? Probably, but that's part of the experience.